Hello everybody, it's the Harbinger. This is Wingspan. We're gonna play it here at Board Game Arena. It's the arena mode, which is the competitive mode to play Wingspan at this site. And look at that, we already have a match. Let's see who we get and take a look at our opening hand here. Yeah, I can enjoy this opening hand. We just have to decide in which kind of direction we want to actually pull it. So first things is just amount of birds played. I think we can get a decent start by just playing out two very cheap birds. These also work very well together in that this guy will put eggs into this guy every time opponents lay egg, which is great. Then the question is, what do we keep on top of these two boys? I think we could consider keeping the Stealth J. And now we have a pretty good reason to go for Wildlife Gardener. We already have round 4 as something great to look for that in. This guy can go in the wetlands. This guy can go in the forest, and then we have access to both of the important things immediately. I like that. There's also lots of grains here, which we can pick up in the future. So let's keep this. Keep these foods, I think. Yeah, and we keep Wildlife Gardener here, I think. It might be hard to get all of the wildlife birds we want, since everybody will be chasing these for round 4, but I don't think we are going to be too stressed for it. I'm going to start here by taking another grain. I will try to play Stealth J as the first thing we are doing. Play this guy out, get whatever food and another grain, and then play brown-headed cowbird, play black-chin hummingbird, hopefully get a free egg or two and draw some more cards, and just overall have a pretty good chance at playing 4 or 5 birds in the first round here. It might sound excessive to be able to do all of that while paying 3 food for the first one here. Okay, green might be at a much better place to do that because they get so much tempo of getting the free food back while playing that guy. It's hard to compete with the tempo of a Northern Flickerer turn 1 when you're getting reimbursed with a lot of food, but we will see here. If this guy doesn't eat our grain, I think we are still pretty good here, and he's playing birds instead, so we are fine here. Great, I'm going to take the cherry for the hummingbird, and gonna take the grain for the cowbird. Thank you. And we have a pretty okay opener here. We don't need to look at this for now. We know we want to play out these two birds next. And as long as the opponent doesn't lay eggs this turn, there will never be an egg laying action without me getting eggs. So that's okay. Ah! He just took eggs this time. It's fine. Blue player hasn't laid eggs yet, so we are at least bound to get dividends of almost all egg-laying actions from here on and in perpetuity. And especially, I want it to be at least 1 egg available for when we are doing our next card draw action. That way we have a little bit of a higher chance to draw into something okay. Black Vulture comes out. Black-chinned Hummingbird comes out. Zoop. And 2 players has 3 birds, 1 player has 2 birds. I'm first, so I'm technically behind green, but and green has more food and more eggs readily available and more cards. So yeah, the tempo we get of Northern Flicker here is just very, very good. So what are we doing to combat this? Well, we are at least starting off here by picking food while the food here is available to us for 2 foods in one action. And then we are just crossing our fingers that we're getting a free egg, but it's probably not happening until blue needs to gather some more stuff here. So yeah, we're not getting more than 3 birds played this round, which is sad. So but it is what it is. We can manually lay eggs here, and then we can draw 2 cards next turn. And what are we focusing on? If we get a Hooded Warbler, we are really happy. Hooded Warbler is just great value for us. Gets us up to more egg capacity in round 2, more egg capacity for brown-headed cowbird, and it is more stuff we need for Wildlife Gardener. We want that to happen for round 4. So I think this guy is just a very, very good shout. And I do like keeping stuff like the Great Egret, just because it's such good tempo to play that guy into whatever. But I don't know if it's good enough to keep off this. I think it's fine. We get access to more eggs, so we can afford to go here and sacrifice eggs without having the precise thing to play for now. And getting that additional cherry here is fine. This player produces the same amount of food as we do. This guy can utilize that food better than us, but I don't think it's too bad. The main reason to do it is that then we can play Hooded Warbler without going to the forest once more, and it's just making our next forest action a lot more efficient. Green has so much food available, but they haven't played anything in the wetlands. Okay, there it comes. Trumpeter Swan. Great card to finish off their round 1 with. Getting them the win there. Also, just getting them a lot of points. Yeah, Green getting a lot of early game value out of that Northern Flicker, and in general playing cheap birds. So yeah, he's been playing birds that cost 5 food. I've been playing birds that cost 5 food. This guy also been playing birds that cost 5 food. But since this guy got rebates on the Northern Flicker, he just managed to cheat out a little bit more efficiency out of the first round here. Of course, that efficiency is going to diminish over time as the Flicker doesn't give any additional benefits from activating the grasslands habitat anymore, so he also needs to utilize that tempo advantage he got in the early game to get ahead on the rest of us here. That's a mistake. That's a mistake. We need to undo that. And we play you here for the egg out of the Black-Chin Hummingbird, because eggs in the forest is the current round end goal, and we just want all of the eggs to go in this direction if we can help it. Yeah. And now what do we do? We could draw up the greater prairie chicken, and we just one more card. You're taking the Willet. Okay, that must mean you have the wetland scientist or fishery manager or falconer. No, you're not a falconer. I had falconer, so you can't have that. Yeah, or maybe you just really want to hit the second bird here. That's also fair. Because then you don't have to sacrifice eggs, you don't have to lay eggs that much, so you don't have to give eggs to me as much. But I will take this opportunity to pick up both Greater Prairie Chicken and Wood Stork. Great Egret into Wood Stork is a really strong play, so I will want to utilize that. It doesn't help for the round end goals we are looking for, but it is completely fine. If we can get, if people don't take the stuff from the bird feeder, I'd love the fish grain. And then we can, if it's still there, we can take the rodent. A gnat catcher. Okay. A little bit late to get tons of value out of this bad boy, but I certainly don't disagree with playing a gnat catcher. It's just in general good to get 3 foods out of every activation of your forest. So that's that. I'm gonna take 2 fish, confirm, and we are gonna get a grain of the Stellar's J. Cool. And I think it's very hard for the opponents here to get good scores out of round 2 without giving me free eggs. So I think we can afford to just take food one more turn here. Hopefully get the rodent and a grain and a worm for Greater Prairie Chicken. Then we can take food, play Greater Prairie Chicken, and then we can also lay eggs here. Hopefully, but it's not that easy to hit both grains and worms. We do though, so there were much rejoice to that. And take that grain. All right. Now we are also really close to playing Great Egret into Wood Stork. We need 1 more fish, 1 more rodent, and then our cherry can do the rest. So yeah, looking good for me here. And also green needs to play 1 more bird in the forest if they are to beat the amount of eggs. I have the possibility to hit here. Ooh, birds in purest habitat. This is just guaranteed 4 points after I play this combo. And this is at most 4 points unless I fully commit to a large forest. And we kind of want to develop the grasslands next, so I think ecologist just gives itself here. All right, still need 1 more star nest or a bowl nest for wildlife gardener to get 4 points, but I have decent hopes that we actually make that happen. Okay, there comes the cedar waxwing. I don't like putting the waxwing there, but it is fine. Green player does that so that they can lay 1, 2, 3 more eggs into here. They get 5. This guy can get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can get 5. So it's basically equal here after I do this. And yeah, I fill up egg capacity. Brown-headed cowbird could fill up for us, but I think we are going to spend some of those egg capacities decent enough in the next couple of turns that I don't really stress about it. And blue actually gives up on this bonus goal here. That is great for me. Not that great for green. Green kind of needs to also just commit to tie up here, and they did. Then we go here. We take the final fish we need. I think we take just a regular worm because that's pretty flexible. And I also think we take the grain. Because then we have the opportunity to play Great Egret into Woodstork next turn if we really want to immediately. Bush Tit isn't the worst card for us to actually pick up here. We should have access to okay card draw. It is going to be a Star Nest we can put here. Fixes Wildlife Gardener, fixes round 4. I don't hate it. We don't have good card draw. That is an overstatement, and we don't have good food production either. So we probably shouldn't stress about playing these guys out and picking up stuff unless there's something really good there. So let's just do a reroll here, get the proper food we need to pay for the stuff we care about. Pick a fish also in case we want to pick up the Forester's Turn. No, we take a worm in that case, because you can also pay for both of these two guys with that. We are confirming. And once more, I think we're taking the grain. If we had had one more food producer here, I think we cage the grain every time. But for now, I just want to get the most amount of value out of our food here. Yeah, I wouldn't mind if green player drew some more cards here, especially draw maybe Wilson Snipe so you can give me free cards. Maybe it's fine. You are spending cards to the Waxwing. Okay, that's nice to know. That probably means you aren't picking up the Bush Tit. Anyway, we are playing out the Greater Egret here. And comboing that into the Woodstork. And we went from being behind in points to now being ahead in points. And we also have our third bonus card. And look at that, Fishy Manager. Yeah, I'd rather take Fishy Manager than Worthless Birds, so we do that. Then Forester's Turns is starting to look mighty appealing. It's another Wildlife Gardener bird that takes us just one away from Fishy Manager. Yeah. And it gives us the opportunity to look at more cards, so maybe we can find a good card for the forest as well. Ooh, Golden Eagle, that's a big boy. You also managed to push foods into a lot of points here, just not at the same rate as I did. And yeah, we don't really have good stuff to put into the grasslands, so ooh, that's one I'd love to have. But yeah, you're playing it here means that you probably don't expect to go for a huge grassland thing. But yeah, we start by drawing 2 cards from the deck, and then we sack a card to pick up the Forester's Turn, I think. Ooh, that's actually perfect. Purple Martin. It's not that the Purple Martin is a very good card or anything, but it allows us to cycle cards while gaining eggs, and in general that's a really good ability. I guess in a pinch, Blue Grosbeak could be a card we put in the forest over here, just to get. But then that needs to be the final thing that gets us the final Wildlife Gardener while giving us Ecologist. Because it's very expensive to play this guy for 3 food for 4 points in a bowl nest. I'd much rather just splurge on the Baltimore Oriole or any of my other usual dream cards. The reason that Fish Crow is very nice to have on Fishing Manager is that it's one of the very few birds that can eat fish outside wetlands. So if you have Fishing Manager, you really can't afford to play too many non-fish eating birds in the wetlands. And yeah, that's just a thing to be aware of. We put you over here. That way we can just have more birds in the grasslands in general, and we can cycle the grosbeak while gaining the eggs we need to play out the forester's turn. And yeah, we are currently in the lead on the round end. Same amount of points as green. Other people can't lay eggs without giving us eggs, so we have another edge there. Yeah. And here comes another bird in the grasslands, I think, but no, it's the rose-breasted grosbeak comes up here instead. Okay, that's a little bit weird. Why are you doing that? You might be a verticulturalist. I don't think we have forester because I think we drew that earlier. Yes. Yeah. Weird thing to do at this stage in the game, but I'm not going to complain. We are instead going to lay eggs into here. I don't feel comfortable sacrificing surplus food just yet, so I'm not going to discard. We are gonna cycle the grosbeak into something else. I was considering picking up the Inca dove. We could have played that out for 2 points and 3 eggs and just guaranteed win the third round end here, but it's such a weak play long term that I don't like it. Okay, here comes the Fringus Hawk to tie up. I'm not too distressed about losing first on the round 3 here. I don't think we had 2 good options to make it happen. Maybe we could have done the bush tit actually. Yeah, bush tit would have been okay. We have the food for it. We kind of plan to draw more cards, so we would have a use case for playing it out there. I need to be better at playing the game plan. I should here. Speaking of, turn off that so that we get more what do you call it? More control over where the eggs go, because we want to get eggs into the correct nests for free here. Are we really drawing more cards? Maybe we shouldn't be drawing more cards. Maybe we shouldn't. Because we can cycle this guy all night long. We get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points out of each activation. That's 20 eggs. Okay, we don't have capacity for 20 eggs. 74, 85, 85. Is that good enough? I think we don't draw any more cards. We are pushing eggs into other nests here, and we are cycling this guy as long as we can. prior to doing anything else about it, I think. We need to also respect the fact that we are getting 3 eggs of brown-headed cowbird, so we don't really have all of this egg capacity left to actually play with. So we probably should not spend food to get additional eggs. We should spend food to get more egg capacity. Preferably, we want to end the game on something like this great crested flycatcher. Decent scoring bird that gives us more points on ecologist. Yeah. The end game isn't really in our favor here, but our opponents are spending time doing not too good things. Drawing cards from the deck is not the easiest way to find good stuff to do towards the end of the game. Maybe if you have like a really good bonus goal you want to square out, it can be okay. But if you don't have that, it's hard to just hit random stuff that's good. I guess the Force's turn just keeps us 1 bird ahead of green and 2 birds ahead of blue for the round and goal. So it's good in that regard. But maybe playing Force's turn was a little bit of wishful thinking here. Worst case, we can always just play the Sandhill train. We can pick up and play American Red Start at the final thing. Yeah, we have lots of stuff we can do with the information we have on the board. So we can just guaranteed get a 5-point bird to play the final turn. But it requires us to pay attention to what is happening. Also, we can maybe draw a bird prior to the red start that is just straight up a better play, even including not being able to cycle a card to the Martin the turn after. And in that case, you just do that. But that case was not had. So yeah, we will do one more pass through here. Make sure to put eggs into Warbler and Hummingbird. Oh, that's a great play from green there. Happy for you. And we will do this. Then we will cycle this Sandpiper into an American Red Start. And my final turn, I can play this bird, and if anybody wants to lay eggs after that, they are gonna give me my fifth egg into or fifth nest with that kind of egg on. So yeah, I feel okay. I feel okay about this game. I don't feel good about it, but I feel okay. We have the most bonus cards. We're gonna have 13 points on them. We are going to have an okay lead going into that. We are decently likely to win the round and goal. I guess green is not going to have another ball nest bird, lest he would have saved Say's Phoebe. And what should the opponents do if not lay eggs the final round? So, yeah, okay. American Red Start, you are getting played for an egg from here. Confirm. Brown-headed cowbird puts eggs into Red Start. And that kind of makes like a funny thing that green might actually decide that laying eggs is bad for me. But then blue does it, and yeah, they can't really impact my number of birds on the board anymore. Not the best game I played, but don't complain. We have 13, we have 20 additional points, 96 points. Okay, it's a good game. Don't complain. 96 points, right? 10, 13, 7, 96. Yeah. So if the other guys are to beat me, they would need a big chunk of points on their bonus cards, and I don't think blue has 26 points. I don't think that green has 24 points on 2 bonus cards. So we should be good here. Should. And yeah, if you compare this game to the last game I had on the channel, where we played the Blue Jay first instead of the Stellar Jay. Stellar Jay costs 1 more grain, but we had so much more luck getting actual grains out of this guy because we weren't competing for getting grains out of the bird feeder in this game. So it's much easier for us to get that value we wanted, and when we get the value we want, it's much easier to get the game results we want as well. Also, it helps that we are playing players that are a little bit lower rated than us, but 200s, they know what they're doing. They just aren't refined enough yet to actually win games. So this is a really good habitat. You get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, potentially 7, 8, 9 points every activation if you are lucky enough and have the resources. But that is of course quite few ifs. Yeah, I hope that, of course, we were really lucky having access to a brown-headed cowbird really early. We did get quite a few additional points out of this, and it also gave us some tempo in addition. So yeah, in the arena mode we have now, with 3 players, these pink powers are a lot more potent because you are much less enticed to play around them, because you never know if the other opponent plays around them. So yeah, having these just gives you a lot more chance of value. With that, I'd like to say thank you guys for watching. This has been Harbinger, and this time we will also blame it on the J. Don't blame it on the sunshine, don't blame it on the moonlight, don't blame it on the good times, play it on the Stellar's J. Thanks for watching. See you guys next time. Until then, you guys take care.